Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are starting a complete tutorial series on Java collection framework, beginning from the fundamental and moving all the way to an interview oriented level. In this first video, we will understand what collection are, explore the collection hierarchy, and discuss how collection are better than array. So let's begin started. So first we have to discuss the collection. Inside a collection, first question is that what is collection? Okay. Second one is collection hierarchy. Collection hierarchy. And third one is that how collection is better than array. Better than array. Okay. So let's start. First, array. Okay. And inside the array, everyone knows the definitions of array. What is array actually? So, array is a collection of fixed number of homogeneous data element. Array is a collection of fixed number of homogeneous element, right? Homogeneous data element. Second one, array. An array represent a group of element of same data type, or we can say array is a collection of a fixed number of homogeneous data element, or we can say like or an array represents a group of element of same data type. Element of same data type. Okay. So how how collection is better than array, right? The main advantages, see the first main advantages of array. The main advantages of array is we can represent huge number of element by using a single variable. We can represent huge number of elements by using single variable. By using single variable. Okay. So readability of the code is improved, right? When we add or when we represent a huge number of data in a single variable, then what happen? Readability of code is improved, right? So readability of the code is improved, right? This is the advantage. And second one, what is disadvantage? What is the disadvantages of array? So let's see. Disadvantages, or we can say the limitation, right? Limitations of array. There are some limitations also, like array are fixed in size. That is, once we can create an array size, there is no chance of increase or decrease the size of an array based on our requirement, right? So hence, to use array concept, we must know the size in advance, which may not possible in every time, right? So array are fixed size, fixed in size. That is, once we create an array, there is no chance of increase or decrease, right? Of increase or decrease. We can't increase and decrease if we once mention the size of array, right? Or we can declare the size of array, then after we can't increase or decrease. Increase or decrease. Increasing or decreasing, right? There is no chance of increasing and decreasing. So see, first we have to see today collection, and inside the collection, what is collection? And then we have to see the hierarchy of collection, how many interface, what are the interfaces present, what are the classes are present, right? The third one is that we have to see how collection is better than array. So before that, we are discussing some point related the array. What is array and how internally it's have disadvantages and advantages, right? So it has some limitations, means we can say that it's a disadvantages of array, right? When we declare the size of array, then after we can't increase or decrease, right? Then again, array can hold only homogeneous data element. This is also one type of disadvantages, we can say. Array can hold only homogeneous data element. Homogeneous data element, correct? Let's see one example. If we created the object of some real-time example, we will take example take one car object. How to create the object? Class name, its object and reference variable equal to new keyword, then constructor, we can say, or we have to create the we have to mention the array size, right? So how to create the object of array? So we can define the car, and inside bracket define here size. So size we can mention like that 100, okay, or 10. Okay, that's it. Then inside the array of object car, we are storing some data, like we are storing the value at the 0 index position equal to new car object, right? So it is valid because it is the same data element. See what we created first. We created array of object, sorry, car object, right? Then we store index zeros, index we store the one object of car only. So that's why it is a homogeneous data, similar type of data. So it is a valid, right? If we are trying to store the different object data or different type of data, like we are storing here the bus, okay, then what happen? It is correct sentence or not? It is not a correct statement. So at the time of compilation it is throwing error, so it is a invalid, or we can say like a compile time error, compile error, compile time error, okay. Then we can resolve it by using the array of object, okay. How we can resolve? Like, see, we can resolve this problem, okay, by using object type array, object type array. So how we can create? So let's see the another example here. Example, we create the array of object, sorry, object type array. Like object, how to create object array, o is a reference variable, is equal to new object, or we can mention here the size inside that bracket. So take a default or take any size, like I am taking here 50, okay. So then when I trying to add at the 0th index, what is present inside the square bracket? Here present the index. So I am trying to insert the data at the 0th index of the car, okay, new car, then it is also allowed, it is also allowed. When I try to insert the index position 0 or any index position, like a different object, like say, see here, new bus, okay, then also it is allowing. Why it is happen internally? Because every class object, parent class object is, for every class parent class object is parent, for every class parent is object class, correct? So that's why it is happening. It is a valid sentence, both are valid. Let's write valid here also, it is also valid, okay. So next one, array concept is not implemented based on the same data structure, hence we cannot accept ready-made methods, right? Inside the array there is no ready-made methods are present, that's why performing operation is becomes easy. Array is not implemented based on same data structure, right? same data structure. Hence, we cannot accept ready-made methods support. We cannot or we can't expect ready-made methods. Okay, means simply inside array there is no predefined method, right? There is no predefined method. So performing operation becomes not easy, right? So performing operation is hard. Okay, so then this what we are seeing up to now, array, right? Inside array is a fixed number of size we can define. There is a homogeneous data element. Array represent a group of element of same data type, right? There is a disadvantages also, some limitations also. We can hold only homogeneous data, not heterogeneous, right? Array size is fixed. So once we created the array, then after we can't increase the size of array or decrease the size of array. Okay, when you define any array object, okay, that time we have to store the same data type values, right? We can resolve the problem by using the object. Why? Because every class have parent is object. Okay, so array for array there is no predefined methods present inside array. So when we are performing the operation, then that time we have to write the lots of code, right? Logic, which is a costly operation, right? So see, let's see the what is collection now. Okay, then we will know already is we know these things, like what is the difference between the collections and array. Okay, so see here, collection, writing here collection. If you want notes also, then at the end of means after completing this session, you can comment me, then I will share the notes also. Okay, so what is the advantages of collection? So see, collection are growable in nature. Growable in nature, right? So that is based on requirement. That is based on our requirement. We can increase or decrease the size, right, of array because it is a growable in nature. Hence memory point of view, collection concept is recommended to use, right? So I am writing here collection are growable in nature, that is based on our requirement. We can increase or decrease the size of size of collection, right? Size of collection. So what is the advantages? Collection is growable in nature, first point. Second one, we can increase or decrease because collection is growable in nature. Hence memory point of view it is good, right? Memory point of view, collections concept is recommended to use, or we can say collection concept is good. Collection concept is good. Okay, so then collection can hold homogeneous and heterogeneous data. Second point, collection can hold homogeneous and heterogeneous data, or we can say heterogeneous object, heterogeneous element, right? Okay, and third point is that every collection is implemented based on some standard data structure, right? Hence every requirement ready-made method supported is available. In collection there are some predefined methods is present. Why? Because collection implement based on some standard data structure. So I am writing here every collection class is implemented based on some standard data structure, right? Hence for every, I'm writing in next line, hence for every requirement ready-made method supported is available, right? Ready-made method support is available. Okay, as a programmer we can use this method directly without creating any functionality on your own. Okay, so no need to write multiple lines of code as compared to array. Inside the array, what happen if we have to perform some sorting order? Let's consider one example. If we have to perform some sorting order inside an array, okay, then we have to do, we have to write a logic. We have to take some checks like if conditions, some loops, right? Then we have to able to create this actual task, right? But in collection what happen, there are some interfaces, classes, and some predefined methods are present, right? If we have to sort something like some data we have to sort, that time there is a sort method is present. If we are using the Java 8, then a stream API is also present to processing the data, and there is a sorted method is present. Collections.sort is also present, right? So we no need to write multiple lines of code, correct? So that is the difference between collection and array. Inside array there is a fixed size, array is fixed size. Second one, array is there is no predefined methods, and array is storing the homogeneous data, right? But in collection are growable in nature, collection hold a homogeneous as well as heterogeneous object also, and every collection is implemented based on the same data structure, right? Same data structure. That's why there are the some ready-made methods are present, which is make operation big, which is make a operation too easy for the programmer, right? So I am writing here as a programmer we can use this method, we can use these methods directly without writing the functionality on our own, without writing the functionality on our own. Means, see here, which is the best approach for the programmer, collection or array? We have a collection and there are the some predefined methods. We no need to write the multiple lines of code and no need to waste our time. That's why collection is good. So up to now what we see what is collection, right? What is collection? We have to write one line here, what is collection, then I am telling the disadvantages and I have to tell. Okay, so collection is nothing but a, or we can write directly here, it defines the several classes interfaces to represent a group of object in a single entity, right? Or we can say if you want to represent a group of object in a single entity, then we should go for the collection, right? So I am writing here the one definition. We can say it defines several classes and interfaces and, or we can say methods also, but methods are already present inside the classes. So it defines the several classes and interfaces to represent a group of object as a single entity, a group of object as a single entity. Okay, so see what we have done. We had done what is array, right? What is advantages, what is some limitations for array, right? Array is storing the fixed size, okay? Array is storing the homogeneous data element, then it is not a growable in nature, you can't increase or decrease the size of array, there is no predefined methods, right? So I am giving here the point also, like here it's the first point, okay? Or this is also, we can see the first point. In option we are writing this, the array represent a group of object as the same data type. And second one, the main advantages of array is we can represent a huge number of data element using a single variable, so readability of the code is improved, okay? That is the best for. Then we see the some limitations of array, right? What is the limitations? First is that array are fixed in size. So once we created the array, or once we declare the size of array, then we can't change or size of that array. Like if you want to increase the size of array or decrease the size of array, right? Then second point of disadvantages is we can store only the homogeneous data element, right? And then see here, array is not implemented the base on some data structure, right? So there is a no predefined methods are present. There is a no predefined methods are present. It's a third point, right? Remember this point, it is very important for the interview purpose. Okay, so inside the array there is no predefined methods present, right? You can see this is a fourth point. Okay, so what is collection? Collection defines the several classes interfaces to represent a group of object as a single entity. It is a first point. Second one, collection are growable in nature, that is based on our requirement we can increase or decrease the size of collection, right? Size of collection. Hence at memory point of view, collection is good, because if we declare any array, like here we declare the size of array is 50, okay, and we are storing only the two index values, right? Remaining 48 index value is means it's a waste of memory, right? There is no use. But what happen in collection, if you are adding the two objects inside the collection, then only it is occupied the two object level memory, okay, not a 50 or not more than, right? At the real time we can increase or decrease also inside the collection. So collection is growable in nature, correct? Collection is growable in nature, means we can decrease or increase the size of collection. Then third point is that we can store the homogeneous and heterogeneous data. We can store the homogeneous and heterogeneous data element inside a collection or every collection. Then fourth point is that every collection have some predefined methods present, right? There is some predefined methods present because collection is based on the some specified data structure, right? Correct. Then fifth one, as a programmer we can use this method directly without writing the functionality on our own. So this is the some points I write here. Then let's see, or we can or I can add more points, like here I am giving you the shortcut point, like we are writing some points here. So array, what happen inside array? First point is that array are fixed in size, correct? Array are fixed in size. Okay. Then second point is that with respect to memory, array is not recommended to use, because you know very well, I already explained, right? With respect to memory, array are not recommended, not recommended to use. Correct? And third point is that with respect to performance, array are recommended to use. Okay, because huge data element we can store inside a one single variable. Okay, so interviewer asks sometime like what is the best for the performance, right? So with respect to performance, with respect to performance, array are recommended. Okay, then fourth point is that array can hold only homogeneous data element. Array can hold only homogeneous data element. What is mean by homogeneous? Homogeneous means same type of data. Homogeneous data type element. Correct? Then fifth point is that there is no underlying data structure, hence ready-made method are not support. In array there is no underlying data structure. So there is no predefined method. Okay, then sixth point is that it can hold both primitive and object. Array can hold primitive data type and object data type, right? It can hold primitives and objects. Okay, so this is for the array. So I am writing the some points for the collections also. Collection. So I am writing some point here. So first point is that collection are growable in nature. Array are fixed in size. So collections are growable in nature. Okay, second point is that with respect to memory, collection is recommended to use because it has a growable in nature. If you added the element, if you want to add the element, then automatically size is grow. If you want to delete the some object or if you want to delete the some data, then size is automatically decrease. Okay, so with respect to memory, collection are recommended okay, recommended to use. Okay, third point is that with respect to performance, collection is not good. I can directly copy from here and paste here. With respect to performance, collection are not good. Okay, not good. And fourth point is that collection can hold the homogeneous and heterogeneous both type of data element. I directly copy from here. Okay, so at the end of this video I am sharing these notes also, or if you want directly you can directly comment homogeneous and heterogeneous, right? Heterogeneous data element inside a collection. Collection can hold homogeneous and heterogeneous data element. Okay, so fifth point is based on the standard data structure, hence it has a ready-made method support. I'm writing here, based on the standard data structured, hence it has a ready-made code or ready-made methods, right? It has a ready-made method support, we can say methods support. Okay, and sixth point is it can hold only objects. What happen in array store the primitives also. Okay, but collection store, it can store or it can hold, we can say simply only objects. Okay, so see the difference between the collection and array are fixed in size with respect to memory. Array is not recommended to use with respect to performance. Array is recommended. Array can hold only homogeneous data element. In array there is no underlying data structure, so there is no predefined method. And sixth point is that it can hold only the primitive, it can hold the primitive and objects also. But inside the collection are growable in nature. With respect to memory, collection are recommended to use. With respect to performance, collection are not good. Then collection can hold the homogeneous and heterogeneous data element based on the underlying data structure. There is some predefined methods also present, and it can hold only object. In interviewer ask what is the difference between the array and collection, right? And how collection is better or collection is good as compared to array. So I explain here the difference between the collection and array, and what is collection, and then how collection is good as compared to array, and what is array also. Okay, so we completed in this video what is collection and how collection is better than array. So let's see, the second point is that collection hierarchy. So I have some diagrams there, I will explain to you. See, first of all, see this diagram. Here it is a collection, right? Collection. So what happened? Collection is a interface. See here in this, at this corner, everything in green color is nothing but a interface. Okay, and this color is for class. Okay, and straight arrow is extend. Okay, and dotted arrow is implement. Okay, so let's see. In interviewer sometimes ask like what is the parent of collection. So collection parent is iterable. I can add here also. At the end I am adding here or directly here I can add. Okay, so fourth point is what is the parent of collection. C is capital. C must be capital because collection is a interface. Okay, so what is the parent of collection? So we can say this iterable is a parent of collection. Iterable is parent of collection. Parent of collection, right? So see here, this is a interview level questions. I am just explaining here only diagram structure. In upcoming sessions I will explain one by one, like what is list, how many classes are present inside the list, and in every class how many methods is present, how it will work, how it is performing the operation internally. Everything I will explain. Like here, what is array list, what is the difference between array list and vector, what is the difference between the array list and linked list, how internally it is working, right? Which is the legacy class, right? Which is the synchronized, which is not synchronized. And second one, what is queue, what is the queue, private queue, array queue, right? Then what is set, what is sorted set, what is navigable set, what is tree set, how internally sorting is performing, right? What is hash set, what is the hash code, what is the equals method. If you want to override the hash code and equals method, then what happen inside the hash set, how it is behaving internally, what is the link list, link hash set, right? Everything we will see in upcoming sessions. So I am going to upload this series for the collection framework, which is totally based on the interview level and easy to understand for freshers also. It is the most important part for Java 8 also. If you don't know the collection part, then you can't move forward for the Java 8, right? After completing this collection series, then I will start the Java 8 also, and each and every topic inside the collection I will explain inside deeply. Okay, in deep. Okay, so see here, everything is in on this diagram in a green color, which is not it, which is nothing but a interface. Okay, and this color, it is showing the class. Straight arrow is showing the extent. You know very well where we are using the extend keyword, where we are using the implement keyword, right? So first question is that interviewer asked many times what is collection, right? So collection is nothing but a, we can say, inside a collection there are multiple classes and interfaces are present, right? Which is used to define, or which is used to store, or which is used to performing operation on the particular is objects, right? Correct. So there are some methods also present, which is used to, by using this method operation becomes easy, right? So see, list, queue, dequeue, set, sorter set, and navigable set, these all are the interfaces which is shown in the green color. So inside the list there are some classes are present, like array list, vector, linked list, and stack. Stack and vector are legacy classes. Okay, in every video I will explain this diagram. Okay, then second one, collection. Then second, queue interface. Inside a queue, dequeue also present, private queue also present, correct, and array dequeue also present. Then third interface is that set. Set, inside the set, sorted set also present, navigable set present, right? And what is the use of tree set class? It is used for the sorting purpose. Everything I will explain one by one, and internal structure also inside the upcoming sessions. What is the use of hash set, when we have to use which class in real time, right? What is the link hash set, say it is allowing duplicates or not allowing duplicates, say it is allowing null or not, right? Everything I will explain. So this is a diagram for the collection. Okay, apart from that I have map diagram also. So inside the map, so many people are is saying like that collection is inside a collection there is a list, set, queue and map is also present, but I'm thinking like that means all these are interfaces or classes is storing to only one object. Okay, means it is performing on the operation on the single object, but what happen in map, it is storing the data in key and value pair. Key is also one object and value is also one object. Okay, so it is some, it's like we can say the, it is slightly different part from the collection. Okay, so see here, this blue color is representing the interface. Okay, and this pink or orange color is showing like that it is a class. Okay, so map is nothing but an interface. There is a sorted map also present, sorted map, and inside that tree map. Tree map is used for the sorting purpose. Okay, and when we have to perform the operation for the map, then we are using the tree map, hash map, link hash map, and hash table. So hash table we can say the legacy. So this all our classes are present inside the map. Okay, that's it. So let's recap once again what we have done is today in this video. So we discussed related to what is collection, then collection hierarchy, then third one is the how collection is better than array, fourth is what is the parent of collection, right? And this is a diagram for the collection, and there are the some interfaces present and classes also present, and this is a for map, there are some classes and some interfaces is present. In upcoming session I am going to explain each and every class or interface in detail and internal working of these classes and interface also. Okay, so let's see once again. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.